Dear Lucy, I read your letter, and I'll admit when I started reading it, I felt something. At first, it was almost like hope, like maybe, just maybe, after all this time, you were ready to understand me, to see me for more than just the punchline to some cruel cosmic joke. But as I kept reading, I realized that your so-called apology was never about me. It was just another one of your games, wasn't it? Another chance to pull the football away at the last second and watch me fall flat on my face, to make me feel like nothing, like dust. Pain, I guess. You've always loved doing that, watching me fail, watching me flounder. It's like you feed off of it. And you know I've spent so much of my life wondering why. What a fool I am. Really, a big fool. Why you feel the need to be so cruel. Why you have to tear me down every chance you get. But I think I'm starting to understand. It's not just about me being an easy target. It's about something deeper, something broken inside of you. But I'll get to that later, much later. And I pray you get your life together. Stop spreading poison. Just stop it all, really. Right now, I want to talk about what you said. I want to talk about the things you've done. You like to bring up the football. Let's start there. Every single time I try to kick that football, every single time I believe you when you say, "This time, Charlie Brown, this time I won't pull it away." And then, bam, there I am, flat on my back again, staring at the sky, wondering why I ever believed you, why I keep thinking you are capable of change, of growth. But it's not just the physical pain that gets me, it's the humiliation, not just people seeing me on the ground. Really, it is about looking down on myself, on me. Strange to write that, but it is true, like looking down in a pit of sorrow and seeing myself, looking up, confused, sad, misunderstood. It's the fact that every time you do it, you reinforce this idea that I'm a failure, that no matter what I do, I'll never succeed. You make me doubt myself. You make me wonder if I deserve all the failure I experience, as if my very existence is built on losing, like, never mind for now. Do you remember when I was trying to compete in the spelling bee? Do you remember what you said? My so-called friends told me what you said. You said, owning 10% of Charlie Brown is like owning 10% of nothing. That hit me hard, Lucy. You said it so casually, like it was just a fact of life that I'm worthless, that I'm nothing, like my existence and experience didn't matter, and you didn't even hesitate. You didn't stop to think about how that might feel for me, did you? To be reminded that in your eyes, I'm not even worth 10% of a person, not good enough to live this life that I know, that I can't escape. And then there's the failure face incident. I'll never forget that day. You had me stand there while you told Linus to take a good look at my face. You said, "Now Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Would you please hold still a minute, Charlie Brown? I want Linus to study your face. Now this is what you call a failure face." Do you have any idea what that did to me? To stand there exposed while you mocked me in front of everyone? I remember feeling my cheeks burn with shame, my stomach twisting into knots. I couldn't even look Linus in the eye after that. I felt like I was exactly what you said I was. A failure. Worthless. And you didn't care. No, you cared, but about yourself. And it's not just those big moments, Lucy, it's the little ones too. Every time you call me a blockhead, every time you roll your eyes when I try to explain something, every time you remind me of how pathetic I am. It's like being cut by 1,000 tiny blades, each one leaving a scar that never really heals. I have not healed, I hurt, I suffer. And you are a part of that pain. You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about what's wrong with me, why I can't seem to get anything right, why everything I touch seems to fall apart, break. I've wondered if maybe I was just born unlucky, or if maybe there's something fundamentally broken inside me. I've looked for answers everywhere, everywhere. I've tried to make sense of it all, but nothing ever seems to stick, like the only conclusion is the world. Yeah, the world wants me to be the joke, the little bug that gets squished for entertainment. Like there is a world out there looking into my life and laughing, getting joy from my sorrow. Why else would all these horrible things keep happening to me? Who knows, really? And I'll admit it, Lucy, I felt depressed, deeply depressed, to the extent that it is more than difficult to open my eyes, to leave my bed, to see good or light in anything or anyone. It's like there's this heavy cloud hanging over me all the time, and no matter what I do, I can't shake it. I wake up in the morning and the first thing I feel is this sense of dread, like the world is just waiting for me to fail again. I walk around with this weight on my chest, and every little setback feels like confirmation that I'm exactly what you say I am. A failure, nothing, worthless. Good old Charlie Brown with the failure face, with the failed soul. I'm lost, and you get joy from that. You must. Why else would you treat me so? I've thought about quitting, Lucy. I've thought about just giving up, staying on the ground. What's the point in trying when the whole world seems determined to knock me down? But then something happens. Some tiny spark of hope lights up inside me, and I think maybe this time will be different. Maybe this time I'll succeed. And I think that's what drives you crazy, isn't it? My hope? The fact that no matter how many times I fail, I still believe that things might get better. I have to lift thousands of pounds of failure off my chest to breathe, to live, to just get up each day. But here's the thing, Lucy. I refuse to let you turn me into the villain of your story. I refuse to believe that I'm the reason for your unhappiness, your bitterness. You said in your letter that I play the victim, that I manipulate people into feeling sorry for me. But that's not true, and deep down, I think you know that. I've never asked for pity. I've never wanted people to feel sorry for me. All I've ever wanted is a chance to prove that I'm more than just the failures you constantly point out, a chance to show that I can be something more than the punchline to your cruel jokes. Maybe that's where we differ, Lucy. I still believe in chances. I still believe that people can change, that I can change. You said in your letter that no matter how hard I try, I'll always fail. But I don't believe that. I can't believe that. Because if I give up on hope, if I give up on the idea that things can get better, then what's the point of any of this? What would I learn from giving up completely? Nothing, really. And I can't accept that. I know I'm not perfect. I know I've made a lot of mistakes, more than I care to count. But I also know that I'm not the person you've painted me to be. I'm not worthless. I'm not a failure. And I won't let you or anyone else define me by my mistakes. I won't let you shape me into something ugly and bitter. I refuse to turn into you. In the end, Lucy, I don't think the real villain here is me, and maybe it's not even you. Maybe the real villain is the part of ourselves that refuses to see the good in others, the part of us that clings to cruelty because it's easier than facing our own pain. You've been cruel to me, Lucy. You've hurt me more than you'll ever know. But I've let you get away with it for so long because deep down, I thought maybe I deserved it, but not anymore. I'm done letting you hurt me. I'm done letting your words cut me down, leaving scars that never seem to heal. You said that my failures make you feel better about yourself, but here's what I've realized. My failures don't define me. They never have. What defines me is my ability to get back up, to keep trying even when it seems hopeless. And that's something you'll never understand because you've never had to try. You've always hidden behind your cruelty, your bravado. But that's not strength, Lucy. That's fear. So here's my final thought. I forgive you not because you deserve it, but because I deserve it. I deserve to let go of the anger, the hurt, the pain you've caused me. I deserve to move on, to be better, to be stronger, and I will be. You think you're the one who's in control, Lucy, but you're not. You never were. The only thing you've ever controlled is the distance between yourself and the people who care about you. And one day, you'll realize that the real failure wasn't mine. It was yours. Sincerely, Charlie Brown. Special shout out to Fudger for recommending the reply to Lucy. If you haven't checked out the first video, please do so. It should be on the screen now or soon. If this narrative resonated with you, do support us. Hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe. Thank you for staying with us to the end. See you in the next video on Plaid Chronicles.